girls. I hope you're out there anyway. I've never used one of these machines before. Oh my, I've heard about zooms and blooms and I don't know what all. Well, I snuck in here this morning before Mrs. Kolbe woke up. Oh my. And I just wanted to talk with you a little bit before she comes in. So I know this is such a difficult time for all you boys and girls out there. Everybody's tucked in with their families, which is a good thing, but sometimes that can be hard. And probably like a little pack of sardines in there. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, I hope at home you are even practicing your good manners at home. My darling Mrs. Choate isn't here. I miss her terribly. Mrs. Choate, if you're out there, I miss you. Love you, lady. But we're going to have to carry on without her. So I hope you're practicing your good manners at home, boys and girls. I want to give you a couple trinkets to think about while you're at home with your families this week. One, it's most important that we are covering our mouths right now when we cough and when we are around other people. And we must be washing our hands. When you sneeze, you want to put your hand over your mouth or into your elbow. Choo! Just like that. Or choo! Into my elbow, if you could see how I did that. Everybody give it a little practice. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Choo! My. That was a delicate and lovely sneeze. Us ladies, we don't like to sneeze too loudly. That is not polite manners. The next thing is, boys and girls, be extra patient with your families. Be so kind to them. Just tell your mom and dad how much you love them every day. And use please and thank yous, even to your brothers and sisters, even when they might be a little bit pesky. Always say, please, could I have a little bit extra for my dinner tonight? Oh my goodness, Mom, thank you for all you're doing for me. And even those brothers and sisters, make sure that you are saying please and thank you and being extra kind to your family. Well, I think I hear Mrs. Kolbe rustling around, so I'm going to sneak out of here. I'm going to be back next Monday with Mayfield. I love you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day at home. Thank you for tuning in. I think that's it. How do I stop this thing? Well, zoom away, boys and girls. Blooms away. Bye. Good morning, Rowlett. How are you guys doing today? Hey, I heard Miss Mayfield snuck in here early this morning to do a little chatting with you. Well, I was going to bring her on with me, but I heard that she snuck in this morning early. Maybe I was still sleeping, I don't know, and came in to talk to you. So I hope you enjoyed her. She has been just delightful to be around, as you can imagine. She misses Mrs. Choate. She loves her chat time with Mrs. Choate, so that's something that she misses. She only has just Mrs. Kolbe to chat with. So sometimes we have tea in the afternoon, or we get together and have chats, and of course she loves to tell me about good manners. And as long as she's staying here with me, I have to really be careful of my good manners. Make sure I'm using all of my proper ways of eating at the table and saying things politely and everything. So anyway, she's been lots of fun to have. I hope you enjoyed her. Now we'll have our puppet came first instead of after. So today I want to read you a story, and it's called I Wish I Were a Butterfly by James Howe. And today when I'm reading, in the pictures, there's a lot of just, big, colorful, blended colors on the page. But while I'm reading today, I want you don't have to close your eyes, but close your eyes if you want to. And just picture in the inside of your movie screen, on the inside of your forehead, what's going on. Listen to the voices, and just see if you can imagine the story in your head. And then at the end, I'll turn the picture around to show you. And it's not the kind of picture where there's a lot going on a page to look at. It's just got lots of color and then kind of one thing on a page. So I'll show you that at the end of the page. And
I want you to really listen and just see if you can totally picture what's going on. It's such a good story. Illustrated by Ed Young. We can't forget the illustrator, because wait till you see these illustrations. They're really unusual and beautiful and just meshed color, and I really love this book. I wish I were a butterfly. For most of the crickets in Swamp Swallow Pond, sunrise was a happy time. They came out of their dark tunnel homes and celebrated the light with a fiddler's song. And if you've ever heard crickets, they do that chirping thing, especially at night. They usually come out at night and you can hear all these chirp, 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 chirp all over the place. And there's your picture. It's kind of a dark picture, and way over here in the corner is our cricket. But the littlest cricket was sad. I want to stay here, he told his mother. In the dark, she asked. What will you do in the dark? You must come outside and make music. Then I won't make music, said the littlest cricket defiantly. I don't have anything to sing about anyway. You don't want to come outside? You don't want to make music? The next thing you know, his mother said, you won't want to be a cricket. The littlest cricket sighed. Oh, had his mother guessed his secret? I wish I were a butterfly, he said softly, but his mother didn't hear him. Outside with you this minute, she said. Can you picture him talking to his mama? His little defiant face going, I don't want to be a cricket. I don't want to go outside. The littlest cricket knew better than to argue. Out into the bright daylight he went, but he did not make any music. The sound of the other crickets fiddling was more than he could bear. Why are they so happy being crickets? He asked out loud. Perhaps they don't know what I do. And what is that you know? Asked a passing glowworm. The littlest cricket said, I know that I'm ugly. All crickets are ugly. Who told you such a thing? Said the glowworm. The frog who lives at the edge of the pond. He told me that I'm the ugliest creature that he ever saw. Which wasn't very nice, by the way. That was not a nice thing to do. Well, said the glowworm, inspecting the littlest cricket with care, you're not the handsomest thing in the world, but you are far from the ugliest. Look at me, I'm no beauty myself. Yeah, but you'll change into a lightning bug, said the littlest cricket, and I'm always just going to be a cricket. An ugly, ugly cricket. And I wish I were a butterfly. Oh, there's no use wishing for what can't be, said the glowworm, going on his way. Being a cricket seems fine enough to me. That's easy for him to say, said the littlest cricket. He's going to be a lightning bug one day. The frog who lives at the edge of the pond is never going to find him ugly. And there he is talking to glowworm. Well, what do you care what the frog has to say at the edge of the pond? A ladybug asked from atop a daisy. If he told me I was ugly, I wouldn't care one bit. Yeah, but who would ever say you're ugly, said the littlest cricket. Everyone can see how lovely you are. I'm the color of a lump of dirt. But you're the color of laughter, if such a thing could be. This amused the ladybug. Well, perhaps you're right, she said, but then you must learn to be content with what you are, and not mind what that silly old frog told you. Yeah, that's easy for you to say, said the littlest cricket as the ladybug flew away. Oh, I wish I were a butterfly. And can you see the little ladybug right up here? He jumped onto a lily pad and drifted across the pond. I'll talk to the old one, he thought. She'll help me. But seeing his reflection in the water, the littlest cricket started to cry. Why am I so ugly? He asked to his mirrored self. Why can't I be a A dragonfly like me? And there he is looking at his little reflection in the water. The little cricket looked up to see a dragonfly darting about overhead. I couldn't help but hear your moaning and groaning, said the dragonfly. It isn't right to be envious of others, you know. It's true, I am a magnificent creature, but so are you in your own way, I'm sure. Said the littlest cricket. You fly around with your whispery wings and your body all covered with jewels, and you tell me I'm magnificent? Please, Mr. Dragonfly, go away. You don't understand. You can't understand. I wish I were a butterfly. Well, you're not a butterfly, and you never shall be, the dragonfly said, and just wishing it is a waste of time. The littlest cricket blinked, and the dragonfly was gone. It's easy to be happy, he thought, when you're a glistening dragonfly. It's easy to be happy if you're anything but an ugly cricket like me. Poor guy. Have you ever wished that you were something that you're not? I think everybody has at one point in their life gone, oh, I wish I had long blonde hair instead of short dark hair, or I wish I could play baseball and just like another person does. Sometimes we wish that we could be like other people and we don't appreciate who we really are. In the middle of her web, on the other side of Swamp Swallow Pond, the old one was waiting. I am good at waiting, she had told the cricket once. That's a spider's life, spinning and waiting, waiting and spinning. Today, when the old one saw the littlest cricket hop off the lily pad, she could see how sad he was. It's a lovely day, the old one called out, and lovely days are too short to wear long faces. What's wrong, my friend? I am ugly, said the littlest cricket. Whoever told you that, said the spider. The frog who lives at the edge of the pond. I'm the ugliest thing that ever lived. Oh, how I wish I were a butterfly. The old one began to laugh. Butterflies are pretty enough to look at, she said, but they're no more special than you. Not special, cried the littlest cricket. They're the most beautiful creatures in Swamp Swallow Pond and maybe in the whole world. And I wish I were as special as that. The old one said nothing, but she continued to laugh. I thought you would understand, said the cricket. You don't envy the butterfly because you're so beautiful yourself. Now, have you ever looked at a spider and had the word beautiful come into your head? I don't know about you, but that is not usually a word. The webs are beautiful. I think they're interesting. But here the littlest cricket thinks that the spider is just beautiful herself. The spider stopped laughing at once. You think I'm beautiful? She asked. The cricket nodded. I've been told that I'm the ugliest creature in Swamp Swallow Pond, maybe in all the world. The cricket looked surprised. Did the frog who lives at the edge of the pond tell you that? Not only the frog, said the old one. Why, if I were to believe what everyone says about me, I would think myself quite ugly. But I don't believe everyone you see, and I certainly don't believe that grumpy old frog that lives at the edge of the pond. I believe you, because you are my friend, and you think I'm beautiful, and so I am. You are beautiful, said the littlest cricket, but I'm ugly as can be, and I still wish I was a butterfly. The old one asked the littlest cricket to follow her to the water's edge. Look, she said, what do you see? A beautiful you and an ugly me, replied the cricket. What do you see? I see two beautiful friends. The cricket gazed down at himself for a long time. Am I really beautiful? He asked at last. You are to me, said the old one, more beautiful than any butterfly that I've ever seen. the littlest cricket looked back down at his own reflection in the pond, and to his surprise, his ugliness began to fade. Suddenly, a gust of wind rippled the water. "Look," said the cricket, turning around. "Your web! The wind has blown away your web!" "Oh, well," the spider said, "then I must begin again. Wait and spin, spin and wait. That's a spider's life. But to make the time pass more quickly, it would be great if I had some music to work to." As the old one began to spin a new web, the littlest cricket began to fiddle, because you know they can rub their back legs together and make this beautiful, beautiful sound. Oops, I think I forgot the picture. And then a butterfly flitting past heard the sound and said, "Oh, what beautiful music that creature makes. Oh, I wish I could be a cricket." And that is it. So when the butterfly flew by, he wished all this time he could be a butterfly. And when the butterfly flew by, what did she wish? She listened to the beautiful music he could play, and she wished that she could be a cricket. So what we know is that every single one of you, everybody has their own gifts, their own special things about themselves. We're all beautiful inside and outside, no matter what we do, no matter how we look. And we want to make sure that we take time to build the people up around us, especially since you're stuck in your house with all the people in your house. We want to make sure we look at everybody's special gifts, make sure we compliment each other every day and tell them how wonderful they are, how wonderful they look, how beautiful we think they are. And we surely don't listen to people who are like the grumpy old frog that lived at the edge of the pond. We just kind of shoo them off and brush that right off our shoulders for people who need to say ugly things like that. But anyway, well, I hope you enjoyed Mrs. Mayfield, and I hope you enjoyed this story. It's one of my very favorites. I've read it a million times, and every time I read it, I just love it all the more. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I miss you guys. It's not the same as having you sit right here, but I'm so glad we get to spend a little bit of time together every single day. So until tomorrow, I will see you later, and have a really great day. All right, bye.